Happy birthday, Shiv Boy Girl. It pulled like the first half of my Steam name. Last name Boy Girl, first name Shiv. Middle name Girl Boy. You have this game in your wish list. It's pretty fun if you want to play kind of vaguely not great arcade games. You know, arcade games like this aren't like the most fun for everyone, but I like them. I really like arcades, and my friend Shiv, I'm having the time of my life. Aw. Playing Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. I played that game in 2012, and I don't remember almost anything about it except that it was open worldy, kind of like Need for Speed Underground, and it had cops. Most Wanted 2012 is basically Burnout Paradise 2, there's cops now. Does it have all kind of like the same cool destruction stuff and whatnot that Burnout Paradise had? Because that was kind of the fun part for me. I liked that, like, you didn't necessarily have to be that fast. You could be a tanky car and just knock the fast cars off the road because they're too lightweight to handle your big truck. It doesn't have the glory kill cam, but you get bonuses for killing the other drivers and cops. A cab. Oh, pick until you. Until I what? I guess I need to match any 3 of those. Okay, a 7 or a 15 is acceptable. Yeah! Honestly, I am among the few who actually really enjoy coin pushers. I think they're fun. I think it's
Ancient Free Orange.
Ancient Free Orange. I think it's a fun kind of arcade game to play. I'm probably in a minority on that. Thought everybody loved coin pushers. Coin pushers tap into the part of human psychology that makes people want to see a device do a thing. The thing doesn't have to be particularly exciting, but the device is doing a thing. I love it when parts move. I love it that it's all physical and not, you know, digital. That's like one of the fun novelties of arcade games, especially older ones. Like a lot of the newer ones are just like, it's just a video game, you know? Ticket-based ones at least, like the ones that give you prizes. They're just video games now a lot of the time. Like you don't do anything that you can't just do like on your phone or on a computer. But like a real arcade machine, and I know that's funny coming from someone who's currently playing a video game of these, but like I think the thing that makes coin pushers especially fun in real life is that there's physical mechanisms and actual coins like spilling off of the edge. I think that's really fun. I think it's fun and cool. I think that arcade games with physical mechanisms like these, and you know, a lot of them, like the ones with claw machines and stuff too, even, it taps into the part of human psychology that really just likes to see things move around and fun clunky noises happen and stuff like that. Like even if the most fun thing to do at the arcade is like our Mario Kart Arcade Edition, you have to do some coin shit or other kind of machine, or you should have stayed home. Exactly. And honestly, even like a racing game like that, I think is kind of fun because like you kind of have the novelty of sitting in like a really low end version of a racing sim. I would love to have like a proper racing sim set up in my home, but I can't even afford a wheel, you know? So it's fun to sit in like a chair that is like a racing chair, even if it's like a really bad one, and like use a wheel that is a racing wheel, even though it's like a really bad one. If you're going to the arcade, you should be playing a game that has physical mechanisms. It's fun. I'm not very good at this one. I'll give it a couple more tries. This machine is rigged as fuck in real life, and it ruined my Chuck E. Cheese visit as a kid because I spent literally all my tokens trying to win a Game Boy Micro out of it. Yeah, no, the real life stack machines are absolutely rigged. I don't think even the people who can consistently win the super rigged arcade games touch this one. As soon as it's a screen and not a physical mechanism, then you just know that there's no way to game it. You know, like even this one, this game in real life is incredibly rigged. The thing about it is that like the mechanisms are still physical, so you know there has to be a way to game it. Like there has to be a way to beat the machine, whereas like, you know, a digital machine like the stacking machine and stuff, they can just arbitrarily decide how often someone is allowed to win. The art of arcade machine design is in trying to convince the player that it isn't rigged. Absolutely. You're so correct. It's just that I feel like it's both easier to convince people it isn't rigged if it's a completely digital video game, and also easier to rig if it's a digital video game rather than physical stuff. Dropped like $30 trying to win an extremely precarious looking Sakura Miko and did not. Sakura Miku, okay. The thing about Toreba, and also like about Japanese claw machines in general, if you're in a Japanese arcade, if you play for long enough, they will eventually just like position the thing for you in such a way that it is easy to get the win. Like that's the norm in Japan. When you're on a machine for a while, you can ask someone for help. You can't actually ask for help in Toreba, as far as I'm aware, but but like they will eventually come and reposition it so that it's easier to get because you've dumped a lot of money into the machine, which I've never had anyone offer to do in the US. They won't reset their UFO catchers at round 1 if you ask, even if you ask really nice. One day I'll go to a round 1 and I'll go full autistic trans girl on some rhythm games. That is my very favorite thing to do at round 1. Like, I will just absolutely hog one of the 4 Groove Coaster machines the entire night. Oh my god, it's just like doing these ones in real life. You just get like the worst possible one. Oh. Yep, that's 4 tickets. Wait, what are we sorry for? Coin game? You don't like the coin game? I've had this game for a long time and I played like a whole bunch of it around the time that like the beta first came out or whatever. And I don't know where along in development it is now. I'm playing it now and I'm enjoying myself. It's a good little low impact game. Like Train Simulator is fairly low impact, but like, you know, if I goof up in Train Simulator, I'm gonna crash a train and that's not a fun thing to have hanging over my head. Played this several times on stream and have had problems with it every time. Oh no. I haven't had any problems yet. It seems to be working all right. At least I'm playing the best game. Yeah, we were talking about how earlier about how much I love coin pushers, both in real life and also it's fairly fun here. This is an opinion that I apparently share with other Seattleites, or at least exactly one Seattleite. Who's the other Seattleite? It's Brutal Moose. He's a YouTuber who has talked about his love for coin pushers. He's the one that got you into the game too. Gotcha. But I've been following him for like a super long time. Like honestly, I think he was one of the first YouTubers that I ever actually started following. Ian Brutal Moose is cool and he should do some of his fun video editing things for a video for cable too. That's my hot take. Alex got you a Build-A-Bear Axolot for your birthday. That's cool. I don't know if that's actually the correct pronunciation. I know that someone who was making a lot of effort at pronouncing it the correct way and not the way that Americans pronounce it said it that way once. And it's very hard to Google because everything just tells you to pronounce it axolotl, and that's not what I'm looking for. If you really want to be pretentious, you can pronounce it differently. I don't think it's a pretension thing. I think like it's my understanding that like there's like native folks who, like First Nations folks who pronounced it that way. So I'm like, maybe I should try to pronounce it that way instead of using the anglicized version of it. Ashalosh. Okay, I was thinking Axolosh, so I was pretty close. At a certain point, I just feel like the common pronunciation becomes the correct pronunciation. That's fair. I mean, language is malleable and it does change. I was having a conversation about this just last night, actually. How amazing and cool language is and how it changes constantly and meanings change and pronunciations change to match the people because language is about the people who speak it, not about the content of the thing. I think that languages are really cool, but like also I'm not the kind of person who has the right type of brain to learn new languages or create conlangs or anything. So like I just kind of think about in the abstract how cool language is. What kind of prizes do we have here? There's a boombox for 100,000 tickets. Oh, Q to exit machine. I keep pressing escape. This game doesn't like it when you press escape. Let's see how many tickets I have. $16,000. Wow, I felt like that would be more. Look at this guy. Get a load of this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Shit, why did you make the corduroy shark for us? No! We were just having fun. We're just normal men.
We're just normal men. We're just innocent men.
The Long Haul presents Corduroy Shark. There's a pawn shop over there. Can I do a sick jump? Yeah! Oh. Islandville Market. This must be stuff for like the, yeah, this must be stuff for the survival mode. Yeah, there's a survival mode where you have to use the arcade games to win money for food so you don't starve to death, I think. That's cool. Yeah, it sounded neat. I decided not to play around with it because I did just kind of want to play around with the coin pushers. That was my ulterior motive for choosing this game today. I think you can also fast travel with your smartwatch. Oh. UFO? I didn't realize that clicking that would instantly teleport me there in a limo. Oh, okay, yeah, so this is just a whole other arcade with different games. I knew there were other arcades. I didn't realize that it would be like completely different stuff. I should have gone and checked this out as well. Maybe we'll check out more of this game. I'm not sure. I don't know if other people think this is fun to watch or if it's just fun for me to play and goof around in. I'm jumping over him. I'm styling on him. Wow. I'll catch y'all later. Hope y'all have a really good night. Have enjoyed your time here on Cable 2. I love Long Haul. I love Long Haul also.